What's going on? Welcome back to another episode of Car Time. Before we talk about the 5 things I love about my C5 Corvette, I need you to go down and hit the subscribe button down below, please. I'm trying to grow this channel fast. Just go click it for me. Every single video we're doing a giveaway too. So this video we're giving away this sweet retro Corvette hat. I believe that's a C4 logo, maybe a C3 logo, I don't know. This hat is old, it is sick. We're gonna give it away. The way you enter these giveaways is to go over to my Instagram at Car Time, send me a direct message that says Corvette hat, and you'll be entered to win the giveaway. At the end of the month, September 30th, I'm going to choose a winner, and then we'll sort out the details on where we're going to ship the hat from there after I reach out to you. If you entered last video's giveaway to win the Corvette shirt, you're already entered to win the Corvette hat, so don't worry about sending me another direct message to enter for both giveaways. So let's get into the 5 things I love about this car. So the first thing I love about these cars, the C5 base, and I have a C5 Z06, would be the value. I mean, they're so cheap. You can pick up, even a C5 Z06 is going to be the more expensive model. You can pick them up with decent mileage for well under $20,000. For example, my car, yes, it's been modified. It's not stock. I bought this car out the door from a dealer for $17,500 with 32,000 miles on it. I've had very little issues with it. Some electrical issues I've sorted out, but other than that, it's been a great car. Base models, you can find them sub $10,000 running and driving condition if you want, with higher mileage. For a good base C5, you're probably gonna pay, I don't know, anywhere from I'd say $12,000 to $16,000, somewhere in that range, depending on the mileage and any problems it might have. So definitely the bang for the buck you get with these cars is outstanding. It's probably, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say, the best bang for the buck out there below 20 grand. The second thing I love about the C5, and this one's gonna be only for the C5 Z06. I love, if you look at the side of the car, this brake duct here. This really adds a lot of, in my opinion, adds a lot of character to the car. This only comes on the Z06s, but there's this rear brake duct, and this actually feeds air into and it cools the rear brakes. So air comes in the duct and it comes around through a piece of ductwork and cools the rear brakes. I think it adds a lot of character to the car, and I think it looks absolutely great. It's functional, so that's definitely the second thing I love about this car. For the third thing I love about the C5 Corvette, I'm not sure if all C5s came with a heads-up display. It might only be an option on a base, and I think it comes standard on a Z06, but I'm not sure if you can see it, but right there's a heads-up display. It shows your speed, your RPM. Very cool. I don't think the C4 had this. I think this was the first generation Corvette there was a heads-up display. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I absolutely love it. It makes you feel like you're in a fighter jet. Very, very cool. So that would definitely be the third thing I love about this car, and that's about the only thing on the interior of this car that I love, because the rest of it kind of sucks. The fourth thing I love about this car, and the C5 in general, I guess, would be the pop-up headlights. I think they're so cool. They're the last generation Corvette to have them. I know I think the C3, the C4 for sure had pop-up headlights, and then the last generation being the C5. I mean, they're just so cool, and I mean, no car is ever going to be made with pop-up headlights again. Yes, they can have their issues, but I mean, you can put them down when you want to go fast for aerodynamics, or you can pop them back up. It's just so cool. So the last thing I love about this car is how cheap it is to fix. It being a GM and a high production car, it shares parts with other cars that they make as well, so it keeps the cost of parts down, which is great. And then second to that, if you are having an issue with a C5 Corvette, there's so much information out on the internet about them that it's generally pretty easy to find, you know, what's going on with the car. I've had to replace a starter, an alternator. I've had to diagnose a ton of electrical issues, and I've been able to find videos or tutorials or people talking about the processes on forums. There's 5 or 6 different Corvette or LS related forums, so it's absolutely great when the car breaks, that you'll be able to find something on either how to fix it or how to diagnose it or whatever. So I absolutely love that about the C5 Corvettes. All right, you're gonna get a bonus thing I love about the C5 Corvette. Granted, mine is cammed, stroked, heavily modified, long tubes, full exhaust, but I love the sound of this car. Even in stock form, it sounds pretty good. Definitely needs to turn it up a notch. The stock C5 Z06 comes with a titanium exhaust, believe it or not. So that's crazy. So let's hear my car.